Hello, everybody, and welcome here to Season 2 of the DRL Red Bull GT Series, coming to you live from Viva Las Vegas, as we're getting set for today's race here in Sin City. On pole is Prudence Martindale, alongside Andrew Williams, so a Jaguar front row. Brandon Nelson on pole for the Corvettes. Viper pole sitter is Will Parrish. And let's see, pole sitter for the Mustangs is Riley Pearson. And that is it, as we're going to show you the rest of the starting grid right down there. Last week's winner, Bradley Ream, starts last. So points as we come into this race. Prudence Martindale, the points leader, by 5 points over Addison Peterson. Kyle Langland fell all the way down to third in the standings. I'm going to go ahead and get these cars rolling off. Get on. No, I wanted on the 3, a derping game. David Heller is 23 points back. He is fourth in the standings. Zachary Taylor is fifth. 6, Riley Pearson. Titan Nichols 7th. Cody Smart 8th. Bradley Ream 9th. And Jesse Art complete the top 10. Let's go racing for 27 laps around Viva Las Vegas. And I made a lot further on the schedule than I did this time last season. This is actually my third video I've recorded in a few hours, that is. So I'm knocking this out one by one, so there you go. Here we go. Pace car already off. We're green flag racing from Sin City. Andrew Williams got a big jump on Prudence Martindale, but Martindale's going to have the preferred line going on that inside line, as that was not what I want, you darping thing. I was trying to fix the Z key and it popped up my windows for no reason. Sorry about that. Ooh, Brandon Nelson. Of course, remember Brandon Nelson was involved in that big wreck last week at Boston. So that was kind of close. Martindale going way up the track. That's going to allow Andrew Williams to take the lead. Kyler Anderson now going to second place. Andrew Williams going to go ahead and lead this lap. Andrew Williams came in this race 11th in points. Your class standings are down in the description. So wherever you are in points, I think Brandon Nelson and Reggie Fogelman should be already past the 2 people I've already kicked out of the series by now. Check the back of the field here. Jeffrey Fenguy's back here. So is Annie Crenshaw, Alexander Underwood. There's Cody Smart, who had a torn up race car last week. David Heller battling with Skylar Taylor and Zachary Fitzwater. There's Callaghan. Bradley Ream, last week's winner, started last. He's working his way through the front. Back up front with Andrew Williams in the 64 machine. Right now, we're 2 races away from being at the halfway mark of the DRL Red Bull GT Series. As I mentioned, this will be the only series that is, well, going on right now, because the summer series is almost coming to an end as of this recording. Andrew Williams is the overall leader and And Jaguar leader leading the Corvettes is Kyler Anderson. Quentin Moore leads the Vipers. And Mustang leader is now Josh Harmon. So what I'm going to start doing for the Monster Energy Series is I'm going to start doing races, shorter races, so that way my recording system doesn't get screwy with me. Then again, the only thing I'm not going to do as far as that is try to record a race that's perfect length. Because I don't know why all of a sudden I lost. Because I was recording another series for their qualifying, and when I hit stop, it ended up corrupting. So I wonder if I need to keep the window open. If I have to keep the window open, I'll more than likely just do that for future references. So that way my videos don't get corrupted and all that. Or not corrupted. My recording system doesn't get corrupted. That I should say that. Well, Parrish going to go for the race lead in the Viper class on Quentin Moore. I know Kaiser and Brooke Packett have already passed Nathan Orman in the standings. Reggie Fogelman and Brandon Nelson. Fogelman is only 3 points back of Orman, so he should pass Orman by the end of this race or the next couple of races. Brandon Nelson still at the bottom of the table with only 29 points on the board, but he should pass Orme pretty soon. Quentin Moore currently the leader, the leader of the Viper class. Just took second overall from Kyler Anderson. Kyler Anderson still leads the Corvette class. Who is the next closest Corvette? That would be this guy, Brandon Nelson. Brandon needs a good run. He's had a messy couple of races ever since he made his DRL debut. If my recording is lagging, I do apologize for that, folks. Checking back here. Annie Crenshaw's back here with Gutierrez. Gutierrez has had a couple of messy races lately. Got turned by Kyle Langland, and then last we got caught up in the big one. Reggie Fogelman, who got his first top 5 last week, not having a good run today, unfortunately. David Heller not doing his championship hopes any favors after getting caught up in the big one last week. And then getting rudely turned by Tatiana Guerra, which I don't know what that was all about between Tatiana Guerra and David Heller. That was probably an interesting discussion in the hauler or in the garage area after the race. Probably some tempers flaring as Will Parrish has now taken the lead here in the Viper class. Just past the halfway mark here in this race, lap 14 of 27. Will Parrish now the race leader. Quentin Moore's the next Viper right there. He's in between Andrew. Of course, we got Andrew Williams in the middle of a Viper sandwich. Josh Harmon now leads the Mustang class, making sure I'm not derping. I am not. There's Tatiana Guerra, having a good run in 7th. Kyler Anderson still leads the Corvette class. And that is it as far as your race leaders are concerned. Cody Smart not having a good run. Of course, his gal, Annie Crenshaw, not having a good run either. Cody Smart going to take another hit in the points. He already took a hit in the points after Boston last week. Now he's about to take another hit 2 weeks in a row. Bradley Ream, with his win last week, jumped up to 9th position in the points. So Bradley Ream doing his championship hopes a whole lot of good and then some. About to have a battle for second between Q-Man and Andrew Williams. Quentin Moore comes into this race. I thought that was my door that was opening, but no, that was the bathroom door across the hallway. That's probably Steven using the restroom right now. 29th in points for Q-Man, back on topic with this race. And Prudence Martindale, who came in this race as the points leader, looks like she's going to retain the points lead. The gal that was trying to run her down for the points lead is running in 15th. That would be Addison Peterson, as we're inside of 10 to go. Came in this race second in points. Despite Addison Peterson not going to victory lane yet, she's doing pretty good so far, staying up here in the top 5 in the point standings. And if a certain person says this series is the R word, that person can get the bleep out of here. As Will Parrish now leads. See where Will Parrish is in standings. Will Parrish came as race 28th in points. He's yet to have a top 5 this season. So big opportunity for him to get a top 5. As we're about to have a battle for the overall lead, but not for the class lead. Top 5 is already separated. Martindale running in 6th. Tatiana Guerra 7th. Kyler Anderson 8th. Jesse Arth 9th. And Brooke Packett just cracked herself into the top 10. This is a well-needed run for Brooke Packett. A couple of drivers who are struggling in the points table. This is what they definitely need. A couple of drivers running well in points. This is not what they needed, like Cody Smart, for instance. And Cody Smart, that's 2 weeks in a row. Cody's had troubles in points. As we're down to 6 laps of racing to go. And that was Steven using the bathroom, because I can tell he shut the door when he should have just leave it open. Of course, I'm going to upload these races after I get off work tomorrow as of this recording. So, hooray. I hope you guys are enjoying the second season of the Red Bull GT series. I'm still going to post it out on every Thursday, with the exception of the November Holiday 250, which there will be a gap. As Will Parrish, the number 1. This is the car that Jesse Art ran last season. I will probably just post the overall points and the class points in the description, probably going forward. So we'll see if I feel like it. If not, then I'm just only going to post the class points in the description. Andrew Williams currently in the falling into the clutches of Riley Pearson. Josh Harmon and Prudence Martindale. Martindale's trying to catch Andrew Williams for the class lead. Looks like Andrew's just run a little bit high out of the gray area, trying to hang on to that third spot. But Will Parrish, currently the race leaders, we're down to 2 laps of racing to go. And like I said, the points are going to be really shaken up after today's race. So like I said, all of the DRL Red Bull GT Series races will now start coming out on Thursday, as I said, for every Thursday, with the exception of the November holiday race, which that series will have an off week, and then we'll be back on the Thursday train. So I don't know which race that will be, but I will keep you posted on that. And of course, remember, it's a 26 race season, so keep that in mind. This is, by the way, race 11, so we have 15 more races to go until we crown the champion, woohoo, in the DRL Red Bull GT Series, as Will Parrish comes off turn number 4 and wins at Las Vegas Motor Speedway after I blabbered about the races. Yeah. Jaguar winner will go to Andrew Williams. Josh Harmon won the Mustang class over Riley Pearson. And our Corvette winner is Kyler Anderson. Bradley Ream made up a lot of spots from last to 9th position, so not a bad run for him. Like I said, that's 2 good finishes he's had in a row. Will Parrish is the winner. Quentin Moore will settle for 2nd. Andrew Williams, the winner of the Jaguar class, in 3rd. Mustang winner Josh Harmon will get 4th. Riley Pearson 5th. Tatiana Nagora gets 6th, completes the Viper podium. Completing the Mustang podium, is Brooke Packett. Prudence Martindale gets 8th. She won the 2nd in the Jaguar class, Bradley Ream 9th, and Kyler Anderson won the Corvette race. Jesse Hart, Logan Williams complete the Corvette podium. Completing the Jaguar podium is Skylar Taylor, who gets 13th. And then Addison Peterson gets 11th, Byron Webb 12th, Jesse Hart 14th, and Logan Williams, as I mentioned, finished in 15th. Look on down through the remainder of finishing results. A lot of drivers came in running well in points, going to take some hits. And I think Prudence Martindale is going to still be the points leader for the overall, because a lot of drivers that were trying to run her down for the points lead ended up having some pretty mediocre runs. Zachary Taylor ended up finishing in last place. But that is going to do it from here at Las Vegas. Hope you guys enjoyed today's race. If you did, be sure to give this video a like, subscribe to become part of the PCS Raid Crew today. We showed your full finish results. You'll see your rookie points, your overall points, and your class points, if I remember to do the overall points in the Discord, heading into next week's race, which next week we are heading to Phoenix International Raceway in Avondale, Arizona. That will be another 3 o'clock Eastern time race. Hope you will tune in for that. Until then, I've been Deanville signing off. So long from Viva Las Vegas. You've been watching another broadcast of PCS Raid TV, the best in our racing since 2017.